It's needing done. Sorry, I put the hair. Wait a minute till I put this in a pigtail. That's what I'll do. In fact, do you know what I'll do? I'll get the chat up first. Oh, guys. I've not been able to talk to you because I've been in wards with other people and it just wouldn't be right. See if I'm in a room of my own, that's a different story. Then I can do a wee sneaky live stream for you, but I can't do it if there's other people in the room. It just would not be right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Ouch. Oh. Oh, my goodness. There we are. Just a delivery. A delivery, guys. Hello, back again. Yeah, just shove this. Oh, see, I'm still breathless. Still breathless. Pip, Age of Elsa Mars, San Mar. Hello, I'll see all your wee names in a minute. Give me a second to put this unruly hair. There. Right, let me get the chat up. Honestly, it's like, see, just doing the slightest thing there, it's like a lot of work. But at least I can do things. There we are. Pip, Edge of Elsa, San Mar, Green Rose, my gorgeous Green Rose, Theodis, hello. Hi guys, hello. I missed you so much. Wait, I put my fan on. Still sweating. What a day today. I was in the verge of just walking out. I was in the verge. I've got so much to tell you. Right, I'll tell you how it all happened again this time. Robbie, hello. Celia, hello. Well, I took Sophie for her eye appointment, and the day I took Sophie for her eye appointment, I was feeling kind of rattly again, and I was like, oh no, I had the fear. I was like, oh dear, no. So I thought, I'll go to the doctor's the next day. The next day comes round, my oxygen just dives again. Dives. It was down in the like 80s, 87, 89, something like that, it went down. And that's bad, and especially because I'd been ventilated and all that before. So that was it, to phone an ambulance again, and that was me, blue lighted. Nino. All the way through to the hospital. Again, crying, making myself, if you cry as well, you make yourself worse. Crying like, wait, do you want to see my poor arms? Guys, wait, you see this? Look at look what they've done to me. Look at this, my poor arms. See, if I go to the shops, people are going to be like, what the hell? See the ones here, that's the arterial drips. I had arterial lines in. I had everything in. So anyway, gets into the hospital, nebulizer on, oxygen on, lines in, all the rest of it. They're giving me oxygen and it's still going down. And it's still going down. And it's still going down. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even believe it's still going down. And I'm trying my hardest to breathe. But it's like a crushing sensation on my chest that every time I try to get a breath in, it was like a wall. It just would not go into my lungs. And that was it. The next thing, everybody was getting their curtains closed apart from me, and there was like bodies all around me, doctors and nurses all around me. My clothes were getting ripped half again, all this. And the doctor for the ICU came up and went, no, we need to take her down. So that was me in the intensive care unit for, that was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 6 days. I was in intensive care for 6 days. And these 6 days, I was terrified that my oxygen was going to go down again. And if it was going to go down again, they were going to need to ventilate me again. Right, so they were giving me everything. I've had intravenous antibiotics, I've had steroids, I'm shaking like hell, I've had nebulizers. You know, they were giving me morphine at first, the oral morph, but that's got a side effect that doesn't help your breathing, right? So at one point they went, oh, we're not giving you anything for pain relief. And I'm going, you need to give us up for pain relief. So they gave me another tablet that, hello, I can't pronounce your name, but hello, thank you for coming in. Efron, hello, I'm glad I'm home. They gave me something else for the pain. It did help the pain a wee bit, but you know, it wasn't. It was still really painful and stuff to breathe, and I was getting this terrible pain right here. So aye, 6 days, and in these 6 days in the ICU, it's not like a normal ward at all. You've not got a locker or nothing like that, right? So there's nowhere to put all your stuff, and it's like open plan kind of thing, and you face a desk with all the doctors and nurses in it, and there's the breathing machines behind you, and then you've got all the machines at the sides like that. You've got that all going, and I couldn't move my arms. See if I moved my arms, beep 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 beep, I'd set the bloody machines off. So I had to just lie like that with my head like this and try and sleep like that. Because if I moved at all, I was setting all the bloody machines off. It was a nightmare. And as well as that, I've got noises now in my brain that I'll never get rid of, because you can imagine some of the patients that get taken into the ICU in a bad way, in critical condition. These people are, right, and I'm hearing, although the curtains are drawn, I'm hearing all the noises. I can't unhear the noises of people getting ventilated and other work done to them. There was one morning that the alarm went off. Somebody was like really bad, and the doctors and nurses just ran into this patient's room, and I could hear them in there, and I'm trying my hardest not to hear them, and I can hear them working on this person in the end room, and then it just went quiet, and I was like, it wasn't until Sophie came up that day, and it wasn't until she came up, I thought to myself, oh my God, maybe it went quiet because it went bad. Sky, regarded Sky. Theodis, I wasn't tripping or nothing, but see the stuff they gave me the last time when I was ventilated, I was tripping balls. I was tripping out my nut. A lot of the memories came back actually when I was in the ICU. At one point in January, when I was like just at the ventilator, I thought I had no. It was just shit flying for me. It was just every time. Oh no, shit again, and a pool of shit, just bowels, because they'd been giving me the whack of laxatives, because my bowels were so impacted that it was pressing on my lungs. So they gave me the full whack. They say the laxatives. So I was just shit, just absolutely shitting it up, lying in. It was just a pool, a constant pool of shit. Anyway. So I had this vision or like memory that I had said to the nurse, I need the toilet, right? And that she put like a puppy mat down on the hospital floor, and the bottom of my bed went wee down like that, and I was to scoot along the floor like that, just slide along the floor to do the shit. Now that never happened. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. But that memory came back to me. There was a few memories. But guess what, guys? Guess what? I had hilarity going in that ICU. I bet you the ICU's never seen so much hilarity than what they did when I was in. But, well, it was mainly Sophie. Sophie was the instigator. I'm going to throw her under the bus. Do you know what happened? And was it Thursday that I got moved? Thursday? Wait, tell you what happened. Thursday was a great day. Thursday, I got moved for the ICU to a ward, right, which was wonderful. I got moved to the ward. What else happened on Thursday? There was a few things that happened on Thursday. The second good thing that happened on Thursday was the firemen were there. Nina, Nina. But I'm like, oh no, I'm thinking, oh no, it's another patient that's been bad. And Sophie said, no, Mum, that's a fire alarm. See, if the fire alarm goes off in the hospital, the fire department have to go and see what's going on. And the ICU is on the bottom floor, right? And they've got the door open so that to let the breeze in, because we're all sweating like hell. We've all got temperatures. We're all no well. So they've got the door open. So here, somebody said, oh, the firemen are out there. Well, I can't breathe very good, but I dragged my ass out there. Me and Sophie. And do you know, the gentlemen were the first ones out. The doctors and nurses were the first ones out, having a right good look, thoroughly looking. I was thoroughly looking, and I wasn't caring. I mean, I had my pyjamas and all that on, right? And there's a railing, and the firemen are all there. The firemen doing stuff, and I'm just like, I'm like a giddy schoolgirl. I'm laughing and giggling and all that while I'm looking at them, and Sophie's going, Mum, they're going to know you're looking at them. And I'm saying, I don't care. I'm allowed to look. I'm allowed to look. Here, and then about 3 or 4 firemen actually came out the hospital with the helmets on, and I thought, oh God, aye, the helmets just set the whole out. I mean, they're nice without the helmets, but see with the helmets on, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because they're kind of like an astronaut. I don't know. But I was like, oh God, hen. So that was us. But we were out there for a good 20 minutes, just laughing and hee-hawing and looking at these good-looking firemen. It was a good day. Mary, my gorgeous Mary, I'm not going back in. I'm staying out. I'm not going. Do you know what they done to me? I tell you what they happened to me the day. Right, I was a wee bit of a grump the day. I'm going to put my hands up. I apologised to a doctor today because I was a bit of a grump. I knew I was getting out today, right? So I've been sitting since 8:30 this morning. The doctors were doing their rounds, right? Packed. I'm sitting packed with shoes on, ready to go. Looking at the door, looking at the clock, door clock, like that. I'm going home today, I'm going home today. Doctors are in doing their rounds with the other 3 ladies in the ward, right, and away they go. I'm still sitting there like an a-hole. 12 o'clock comes, right, and I'm like phoning Peter and saying, Peter, half an hour, and I'm thinking, I don't even care anymore. I had got to the stage, guys. I'd got to the stage that I thought, F it. I'm just leaving. I cannot, mentally, I can't take it. I just cannot take any more. Can't take it anymore. I really, really can't take it. So I'd say to the nurse, I'm telling you, I'm gone. I'm needing to go, oh, we'll go and see if we can get the doctor then, right? The doctor had one patient, right, to see me, and then it was my turn. I waited over an hour and I went, that's it. I'm going in my wheelchair because I couldn't walk like that. I can't walk far or I'm breathless. I'm going home. Eventually, the nurse went, right, I'll go and get the doctor now, right? Doctor comes up to me. You've got prescriptions to get. I says, I'll come back tonight and get them, so I'll go back the night. I'm not sitting 6 hours. You can wait for 6 hours on your prescription. I'm not even joking. They put you to the discharge lounge, right? And the last time I was waiting 6 hours on my prescription, right? And I'm went out of there, and I'm not even caring if I was clothed or not. I would walk out there naked. I had enough up to here. I'm gone. So eventually the doctor comes out, right? The doctor comes out and he says, oh, we need to take some blood off you. They've had all morning to take the blood. I've been sitting there doing nothing since 8:30. Eventually he's took the blood, right? And now I'm thinking, see if these took the blood and there's something bad and they say going to come back in, I will tell guys, I will just go. Do you know what, Pip? I'm going to drive my car. Just going down to England. I don't know what for. I don't know what for. I'm just leaving Scotland. I'm just going to leave Scotland altogether. Just, I had enough. But my poor, look, I've got to go to the shops. Look at them, aren't they beauties? Look, I've got to go to the shops like that and stuff. People are going to be looking at me thinking I've been in mad fights. I've had drips. I've just been wires everywhere. Wires all over the place. Zoundhor, I don't know if I'm pronouncing names. I love you as well. Thank you for coming in to see me. It's been, and do you know what? I've been picking. Look, I've done my bit in there. There was a wee woman across me, right? I was in a room with older ladies, right? I was the youngest. And one of the ladies said to me yesterday, what age are you, hen? I says, I'm 53. She went, no, you're no. I said, I am 53. She went, you look half the age. She says, so whatever you're doing, do it. I thought, oh, good, and that's me without the makeup on, too. That's me looking like an absolute dragon. Oh my God. Right, so anyway, this wee old woman that was across me, right? Middle of the night, help, help. She's down, she's on the ground. See, the lockers that you put your stuff in is on top of the woman. She's lying there. I don't know how I managed. I get out of bed, I run her, I pick her up off the floor, put her on her bed, and I'm shouting to the other women, buzz the nurse, like that. And she's going, we've all got breathing. It's a breathing ward that's for like people with breathing problems. She's fine. Eventually, the cavalry arrives, save the woman, and I go back to my bed like that. Oh, that was bad. So the following night, I'm lying sleeping, and then I hear, help, and I look, and the woman diagonal across me is choking. Well, I don't know how my body managed this, right? But I done some sort of superhero / cat pose. It's the only way to describe this. I rolled out of bed, right? Fast, like that, nippy fast. I landed on the ground like a superhero like that, or a cat on all fours like that. I dived under my bed where I kept my buzzer so I wouldn't accidentally buzz. Buzzed, flew out of this woman, flew out of this woman. I've got her like that, and I'm patting her back going, you're all right, I've got you now, you're okay like that. Managed to get her breathing again. Again, the nurses come running in and I go back to my bed. You sleep with one eye open. I've no had a sleep, guy. See if I'm no talking right, is like jet lag. I don't know what day it is, what time it is, what my name is. I don't even know who I am anymore. Putting out fires all over the place I was. What else happened on Thursday? 3 things happened. Oh, I got a Burger King. That's what it was. That was the third thing. I knew something else good happened on Thursday. I seen the Firemen. I got moved to a ward and Sophie brought me up a Burger King. God, Marion, I don't know how I managed it. I really don't. I don't know how I managed. I don't know how I managed to flip over on the bed and land like that on the floor to begin with right now. See, when I thought about it, I would see if I was to try and consciously do that move. No chance. I would have never been able to do that. My body just went into some sort of mad gear like that and just flew her. And the wee woman, she had the chest of drawers and tap her like that, and I'm there lifting her up off the ground. Craziness. Listen, no matter what ward they put me in at, things like that happen anyway. That's the kind of stuff that goes down. That's the kind of stuff that happens. But oh, aye, it's been bad. It's been. The worst was the ICU. The worst was the ICU, especially at first, because I thought, oh my God, they're going to need to bloody ventilate me again, and they're going to pump me with all the crazy drugs that make me think I'm in Egypt and seeing ducks and all that. But people were tripping balls in there, because I heard some guy going, I'm phoning the police. Don't you take the clothes off me, I'm phoning the police. Like that. And I thought, oh, he's mad with it. We're all, the ICU is not a fun place to be. But I bring a wee bit of laughter into it. Sophie's going, Mum, we shouldn't be laughing. I'm like, how? This is the ICU. But they encourage people to play music and all sorts of stuff, you know, for the people that are ventilated. And I'm pretty sure when I was ventilated, I could hear my people, because I remember one of my trips, I was trying to get to Peter. I kept hearing Peter and I was trying to get him. So, and there was a few other things that happened with the girls. I think the girls were talking about Egypt or something. That's how I had been dreaming that Egypt. So when you're in a ventilator, if you know somebody that's in a ventilator, talk to them, because I'm pretty sure they hear some of it, because I'm pretty sure I did hear some of what was kicking off. But it's not a fun place to be. And as I say, I'm going to... These sounds that I heard, I wouldn't wish anybody to hear these sounds. It's no nice sounds to hear. But the doctors and nurses were absolute angels. They were all absolute angels. I said to the guy that took my blood today, I says to him, look, doctor, I says, I'm sorry, I'm no ungrateful for the care that I've got. It's just, you don't realise my mental health is absolutely suffering here. I need to get out. I just need to get, I says, it's been for the 1st of January, this has been going on, and I really need to get out. I can't stick it anymore. I've had enough. I was ready to go on Friday, but they said to me, we want to keep you over the weekend to make sure you're okay. I'd done that. I was a good girl. I'd done everything I was told. Done my breathing exercises, my peak flow, my inhalers, my ventolin, my everything. I've done everything right, and I just want to be home, because I feel as if when I'm home, you heal better, you're in your own place. I'm in bed tonight, I've got my wee dog, I've got my family, I've got you guys. Look, I missed you all so much. And I was really wanting to talk to you and tell you what was going on. But one, I didn't have the energy. See, the social media, and I've just never had the energy to be doing that. And I couldn't fire up a live stream, because I wouldn't do that to the other patients in the ward, you know what I mean? Because you wouldn't want that. I mean, people are on bed commodes and stuff like that, so... Out of respect, I never done that. But I was desperate to see you and talk to you and all that. See, one day, I keep telling this to people, and it's the absolute truth. One day seems like 3 days. Is the equivalent of 3 days. See, this morning, been in the hospital and watching the door, watching the clock, watching the door, watching the clock, watching the door, watching the clock, like that. It's just, it goes so slow. And every day we're going, God, the day's dragging in, isn't it? Oh, the day's dragging in. Every day just drags in. And you just look forward to seeing your visitors or talking to somebody, you know. The police. KHX, hello, hello. What did I've been missing the chat, sorry guys. Pink hair. Purple is beautiful. Purple will rock, everyone. Mind I had all different colours of hair, so my pink, but I'm going to need to do my roots. I'll do that tonight before I go for my nice shower. I'll do my roots and put my pink in my hair and stuff. Bex and beautiful Fife, I love Fife. Fife is where the best fish suppers in the world are. Gonna get a better fish supper than up in Fife. And the food, I mean, listen, yesterday I was questioning the food, right? Because, as I've said to you before, my bowels, right? My bowels go on strike no matter. See, even if I go to America or holiday or anything like that, my bowels will either say, nothing's coming out, or everything's coming out, right? It's either coming out everywhere or it's not coming out at all. That's my bowels for you. They just go, nope. Change of scenery, that's not happening. Right, so this time has been like constipated, right? And I've been like, ouch. And the other day I had macaroni for my dinner. I had the macaroni and no sooner had I ate it and I was like, oh, bowel crunching pain. Eye-watering bowel crunching pain. I'm like, in the toilet, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening in the toilet. And I'm like, I'm not wanting to tell them. I don't want to tell them I've got something else wrong with me, right? So I'm suffering. And then I started to feel sick. And I was like, oh God, I'm feeling sick and all. I had to get an anti-sickness jack, right? So she came out and gave me, I felt all right after the anti-sickness jack. Then last night we had chicken. No sooner had I had the chicken, but I started to get these pains again. I went, oh God. Went into the toilet, I'm sitting in the toilet, nothing's happening still. And I'm like, oh, sweating like hell. Take my tap off. Sitting just tapless in the toilet like that, rocking. Like that, rocking like that, ouch. Anyway, I comes out and the woman across me's been sick, in a sick bowl. And I thought, oh, here. And then you start to think, I hope I weren't poisoned. I hope it's not that salmonella. Salmonella. I hope it's not that. You start thinking these things, going, I wonder how clean their hands actually are. You just worry about one thing and another, one thing after another. You just bloody worry. But anyway, as he was taking the blood out me, I was getting my jacket on. It's like, hey, come on, already, take the blood. And then eventually, I was like, it's been a pleasure meeting all you lovely ladies and all that, and I wish you all the best, but I'm out of here. So I went out, and this way we're going out, there was a wee farm shop in the hospital that sold cheese for the Isle of Arran and stuff like that. So I got some nice cheese. I got cheese with herbs and I got smoky cheese, which is going to be tasty. So, and tonight I'm going to have a pork chop and I'm going to have salad with it. I mean, the meals aren't bad, right? But you get used to the same meal. Every Friday it's fish. Every Saturday it's macaroni. Every Sunday it's mince and toys. Every Monday. So it's the same menu. So if you're in longer than a week, you're starting to go like that. No fish again. They gave me an omelette one day and it was black. I kid you not. And I was hungry too, so I thought, I'll get a go. I was like, it was like chewing a rubber. A rubber as in a razor. Not a rubber as the other kind of rubber that I have never chewed. In the UK, we call an eraser a rubber, right? So just see if you hear me going like, oh, I had some rubbers last night. That's what it is. It's not the other thing. My bowels will be fine now. See that I'm home? My bowels will be back to normal tomorrow morning. Clockwork. I mean, that's too much information for everybody, but I'm really good that way. Clockwork, I can time it when I need to go. Apart from when I go on holiday or in hospitals, my bowels just go, nah, no chance. I would rather have the constipation than the explosive diarrhea I had at the beginning of January. Let me just put that out there. Top of the, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, yes. Xander and Jay. Well, listen, I wouldn't knock it, do you know what I mean? I would not knock it. And anyway, some of the firemen were right good looking. Oh, aye. And they were walking right by us and I'm giggling, like that, like a wee giggly schoolgirl, like that, looking at them. Sophie's going, Mum, and I'm going, what? In fact, I said, no, I'm breathless as hell. I said, but you know something? I would give it a go. And one of the wee nurses went, Linda, I just heard you. Well, it is me. I'm no one to be a frequent flyer. That's the third time this year I've been in. That's the third time I've been in. All the nurses know me, all the doctors know me, all the ICU knows me, everybody knows me, porters know me, everybody. And it's no a claim to fame that. It's just everybody knows me. Bex, are you? I don't know what it is. I don't know how my bills know these things, but they do. I don't know how my bills know these things, but they just do. But see that I'm home, I'll be fine now. I'll be absolutely fine. But that's what's been happening. There are probably more that happened I just can't remember. I'm just so happy I'm out. So tonight I've got to go back to the hospital, but I'm sitting in the car. I'm not going in. I'm sending Peter up to the ward to get my prescription. I'm not going back. I'm staying out of there. Not getting me back in. But they were. I mean, I can't fault the staff and that. They were all really lovely, really lovely. And I've got to laugh at me in January thinking that one of the nurses was trying to unalive me. I mean, they're all beautiful. They're all gorgeous in the ICU. They're so good. Oh, there was this one nurse. She was my favourite nurse. What a laugh I had with her. I can't mind what country she comes from, but there's camels about, right? There's camels anyway. So I'd been telling her about the hallucination. There's my Oh, I'll need to my gorgeous It's me, good afternoon. So this wee woman, I was telling her about the camels, about the hallucination that I was riding these camels in the desert and stuff like that. And she says that she had actually rid a camel. She told me the story and I couldn't move for laughing. She says there was like camels and there was like a line of camels and it was just her and her kids, right? Her man wasn't there. He was away playing golf or doing something else, right? But they wanted to ride the camels these days. So she says at first, the first thing was getting on the camel and the camel's like that. Its head's down and she's on it like this. Eventually the camel's up. She says her camel was the lead camel. Her camel was the very front camel, was leading the way. But it kept shaking, she says, like, how when a dog's wet. She says it kept doing that, trying to shake her off it, right? And I'm laughing like hell. I'm visualising, and she says that she was screaming while this was going on. And I was like, I'd be screaming too, and she went, that's not the worst yet. she says at one point, somebody was having bother with her camel, so the tour guide let go of her camel to go and sort somebody else, and her camel took off. Away she starts riding into the distance, shouting, help me, help, like that with this camel. And the camel's still shaking and running there. I could not move. I could not move for laughing. And I'm thinking, the Waynes, the kids, will be seeing their mummy in the desert, riding away into the distance like that. Help, help, like that. I could not move. And she went, I would never ride a camel again. I says, after my hallucination, I wouldn't have rode one anyway, but no. Camels and me just do not go. But she says they put things on their face so they don't spit on you and all this. But imagine that. I mean, she said she was traumatised as it was. She paid $250 or something for that, the privilege of that. So she did. But she said it kept shaking, trying to get her up. She was brilliant. You know what she done? She was brilliant. She went in and she put a packet of wipes in the fridge, right? And she came, once they were cool, she came back in, because I couldn't move. See, for the days, I had the catheter and everything in. For the days in the ICU, I was like, apart from the last day, I managed to go down and get a shower when they took all the wires off me. Pretty much bedridden. So, and boiling up, absolutely boiling up. And she went in and she got these wipes, put them in the fridge, and then she came in and she just put them all over my body. So she does, and wrung it out, all the water all over my back and everything like that, and my hair. And it was just, and it was like such kindness. I felt like crying that somebody was being so, just that in itself was an absolute kind thing to do. She didn't need to do that. And it made such a difference because I was boiling up. My heart rate was at 160 at one point. 160. It's 130. Well, it was 130 when I left the hospital today. It'll be down now, mind you. Where's my wee thingy? Oh, there it is. Let's see what it is. Let's see how we're doing. Aye. Uh-oh. See, 93, 92, 93. Although that's bleeping at me, it's been up to 94, 121 now. It's still not the best, do you know what I mean? But it's a lot better than 160. I thought I was going to take a heart attack. I had a heart echo, I had heart traces, I had just wires everywhere. And at one point, see the catheter? At one point, I was like, that's dead nippy. I don't know why it's so nippy today, right? It was like really hurting me. And I was like, I don't know why it's hurting me so much. And I'd say to the nurse, listen, I don't know what it is, but it's really hurting me. There was a bend in see how the tube was bent like that. So whatever was coming out was coming straight back in like that. And then see when she straightened it out, it was just like, oh, the relief. The relief and the pain. Oh, jeez, it's just, but there, when I come home, I've got my new bench, right? I've got my new bench for my toilet. I'm going to be getting a new bathroom put in and stuff. So I went into the kitchen just to unpack my bench, just to open a box. Started to breathe. Sophie was in here, she came in, she went, what are you doing? I says, don't you dare. And I was like, I'm starting to breathe heavy. So the slightest, this is what I'm going to need to do, guys. You're going to need to shout at me if you see me moving fast and stuff like that. I just cannot do it. And I'm my own worst enemy. I know that I shouldn't be doing these things, and yet I test myself. I can't. It's the OCD kicking in. It's the OCD kicking in. I just see things and I'm like, oh, I can just move that. I'll just do this. I'll just 2 minutes and I can do that. I can clean my bathroom. It's not too bad. And then I'll end up back in, and I never want to go back in again. I want that to be my last hospital stay ever. He said to me, many steroids and antibiotics did you have last year? None. I never had any steroids or antibiotics last year because my asthma is normally very well controlled. I'm a good lassie. I take my preventive inhaler. I know what I'm doing. Dust, I can't have a lot of dust. If I've got a lot of dust, that triggers my asthma, or stress triggers my asthma. I know my trigger points. I know what to do. My asthma nurse is always happy with me. I'm really good. But in January, and I swear, see, in January when I caught that flu and I went into hospital, it was like a war scene. It was like people just lying about in trolleys all over the place. I've been in hospitals a lot. I've never seen anything like it. And when I went to the ward, and the ward was for people with flu, the people that were in there were telling me their stories, that it was the worst flu that they'd ever felt in their life. People were falling out of bed, fainting. It's whatever strain of flu has hit this year has been the nastiest and most terrible flu. And that's what's done it to me. It's sent me into this, and my lungs just never recovered. But listen, I've been getting intravenous antibiotics, mouth antibiotics, steroid that I've been getting. They've flung everything at me. So I've had cocktail upon cocktail of drugs put in me. I'll be glowing in the dark. I'll be glowing in the dark. Good, Sky, you shout at me. You shout. I don't want to be putting oxygen at home. Amber, thank you for coming in and telling me that. That makes my day. I've got new makeup, by the way. I'm going to do an unboxing of my new makeup. I don't even know where Sophie's put it. I'm going to do an I'm going to do lots of videos because I've missed it. Because the reason that I started my channel is because I enjoy doing it so much. I really, really enjoy it. I love setting my camera up. I love doing my videos, and I've just missed everything. And I've sometimes you feel, I hope I've not been taking these for granted, because that's not it, because I love yous and I appreciate every one of yous, and yous just don't understand how much yous mean to me. Yous mean the world. The girls will tell you if you talk to them. I talk about yous all the time. I'm proud of yous. I love yous. And I love being here for anybody that needs to talk, and knowing that I am here if you ever do need me, that I'm always here, and it's confidential. I'm no one of these kiss and tell folk. If somebody tells me something that in their confidence, it's going to get kept like that, because I wouldn't be able to live myself blabbing people's information or whatever they're telling me in confidence. And it would make me a prick as well, which I don't want to be. I know I've not been, Liz, I've not really been on Facebook much. As I say, I've not had the energy. I just have not had. I've not got the energy to be doing things, and it's probably going to take me a wee while to build myself back up again. But I'm staying away for the weights. I shouldn't have been doing that. See, the weights, I had got the weights and I was doing. I shouldn't have been doing that. I was pushing it, so I'll try and behave myself this time and not be doing weights and stuff. See if Jason Momoa comes up to the bungalow now, I'm going to need to tell the man no. Saying that, I was going to give the firemen a go when I was in the hospital, so. Thank you, my lovely Marion, thank you so much. Randy, I'm home. Yes, I'm home, thank the Lord, I'm home. I've bought myself a new cross pendant that's coming. I'm paying it up, right? It's a gold one, and it's a cross. And I don't know, my religious feelings get kicked a wee bit more as I was inside. I don't know why that happens, but my faith I felt more closer to God, I suppose, when I was inside. I think it's just because you're vulnerable in the situation that you're in and stuff like that. And I did have mass with the father. The priest came round, and I did have my wee mass and stuff like that. So I've bought a cross, and I felt as if I needed it. I need this wee cross, and I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to wear it and hope that it gives me some good luck and peace and good fortune and all that. So when that comes, it's going to be nice. It's just going to be a wee gold cross that I'm going to be wearing. But I listened to do you know what was terrible? Yes, the football. I suppose my friends that are Rangers fans will be quite happy, and good on yous, because Rangers played really good. My team lost yesterday. Let's just put my hand up and say it lost. But again, there's no excuse for the violence. Terrible, terrible scenes. Terrible scenes of violence and them singing the most terrible songs, sectarian songs, and all the rest of it. How can they not just... I don't understand it. I just can't get my head around it, how they can't grow up and say it's a game, right? Sometimes you win a game. It's like Monopoly. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Same as football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But apparently there was a lot of vandalising at the football stadium, and there was like arrests, and folk were going mad in the town, and a game of football, kicking football. I don't understand it. But anyway, Rangers played yesterday, and they played very good. And as a Celtic fan, I hate saying that, right? but they did. Good on them. I mean, they did. They played. The better team won. You win some, you lose some. See, I love the World Cup and the European Cup. I love them as well. But I don't really watch like Tottenham, and my mum did. My mum loved watching all the English premierships and stuff like that. She knew all the players. I think my mum was just fancied the players. My mum had a wee thing for Jose Mourinho at one point, right? I think my mum was like with footballers the way I am with policemen and firemen. I think that's my mum's wee guilty pleasure there. But with me, it's just really my Scottish teams that I listen to. Yes, St Patrick's Day today. Said that's St Patrick's Day. I wonder if people are all... Do you think people are all on it, as we say in Glasgow? Are they on it? That just means, are they getting drunk? Probably there's going to be a lot of people drunk. And I don't know why that is a thing for St Patrick's Day. I'm not sure why that's a thing that they've got to get hammered. But anyway, good on them. Listen, If I've learned anything this year, it's life is short. Enjoy yourself as you can. Don't leave anything till, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Don't leave that. Never leave in an argument. See if you're fighting with your significant other, right? And you're like, I'm not going to talk to them for a week. Just be the, even if you've got to just be the, bite your tongue and just go like that. Listen, can we just forget about the argument and just start again? Do it, guys, because as I say, life is short. Things happen. I mean, being in the ICU, I know how fast things can go for all right to diabolical, really. The noises I heard, guys, I can't unhear them. I cannot unhear them. The tube getting down the throat, Christ, I must have got that. That must have happened to me. And see, when they are ventilated, they've got to get it soaked like numerous times a day because the phlegm in that. So you'll hear it all getting. Oh my God! It's no a nice place to be. But that, as I say, they're absolute angels and saints. And all the doctors, I said, appreciating, they were going, that's what we're here for, that's our job, that's what we're here for. But like, there's people that go that wee bit further, like the nurse I was telling you that got the wipes for me and was like washing me, like, and it just felt, I felt like crying because somebody was looking after me. You know, that's just, I felt like crying. She was lovely. I absolutely loved her. She was my favourite. And Sophie loved her as well. So me, her and Sophie, we had a right good laugh. We had a right good laugh, so we did. But guys, guess what? I'm going to be back tomorrow to see you. But tonight I've got to go back to the hospital to get my prescription. See, if I go back to the hospital and they try and drag me in, there's going to be trouble. I'm not going in. I'm going to be in the car like that, hiding. But I'm grateful for yous, and I hope you have a lovely St Patrick's Day. If you're celebrating it, good, have a pint of Guinness. My brother used to drink that. My brother used to like a nice pint of Guinness. I never really bored with it. I always looked that good with the foamy head and stuff, but my brother liked a Guinness. But I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be prettier than I am today. We'll maybe mess about with some makeup or something tomorrow, eh? I might do a wee video as well. I might do an unboxing of my makeup that came, and I don't know where it is because Sophie said, Mum, your makeup came. We opened it, we didn't know what it was, and I don't know what I'll need to phone her. But I love you all so much and have the most beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.